Well, it's fine. I'm sure. Who the fuck is this? Right. What am I doing? I got absolutely conned here. I got absolutely shafted. Alright guys, I'm done. I'm gonna head off and eat some food. Hey Matt, you wanna stream a show match? Yeah, okay, sure. What's the BO? I don't know, I'll let you know. Okay, fine. Oh yeah, BO13 plus a bonus mission. Fuck's sake. Well, I haven't seen Legend play in a very long time. And I'm always happy to watch a Timmy game. Whoops, what do you say? But Tim map CS winner picks a map. Eat? It's too late. Once you agreed to it, it's too late. I'm not back. Like, he told me once I'd set up the lobby and the players were in here. It's fine. This game only for map pick. Could have flipped a fucking coin. Cannot be run. Hey man. No worries man. I wish I'd known it was BO13 though before I agreed. I was literally heading off to eat. And Legend comes in and is like, hey man, you want to stream me versus Tim? I was like, yeah, what's BO? I'll let you know. Okay, here's me thinking it'll be a best of 9. It's Legend's fault? Yeah, 100% it's Legend's fault. BBY. I'm gonna get some crisps or chips, as you Americans call it, after this game. So I'm gonna have something to snack on. Okay, so Dith, which amusingly in England English, a div is an idiot. As in a dithering idiot. Someone who dithers around. Anyway, Tim playing as Soviets here, not as allied. I saw Tim play Who was it? It was NG, one of the NG boys. NG Haha last week, and NG Haha won 4-3. There you go. NG won 4-3. So Timmy obviously not in peak condition. Does get the drone. That was bold. That was bold. Legend could have just sat here and got a minor. 7-7. Tim ahead. No, Legend's on an extra war. Oh, he could have gone for it. Gets it. I'm lost me in QM. QM doesn't count. QM doesn't count. I've beaten Marco in FFGs. I've beaten Andy in FFGs. DW Muller has beaten almost everybody once. Right? By the logic of, you lost to me in QM, DW Muller is one of the best players in the world. Legend doing the gene strat? No, it's just a few drones. Legend didn't have to build the service depot. Where's the donation link here? Legend needs a win for moral support. Somewhere down here, there's a big button that says donate. So this game doesn't count, by the way. This game is to decide who gets to pick the first map. How they decided to play on Country Swing, I don't know. And why this isn't therefore just the first game, I also don't know. Legend doing legend things. 5 wars, 5 wars. Tim looks more confident. No, well, this game is the decider. So Legend decided on this map, and then and said, yeah, but it doesn't count in the score. Tim doing nicely there. Can get the MCV. Oh, I would have gone the MCV. Oh, that was worth for Tim. Oh, Legend. Legend in shambles. Legend's cooked. Legend's actually cooked. Like, his eco's fine, but his tank control, well, it's Legend. How could I forget? Also, I love the fact somebody stuck more than like 2 conscripts in a building. Yeah, and Legend, I mean, Tim, good game sense, not trying to push through there. Welp? Yeah, Welp indeed. Legend can't afford to build an MCV. He will, lose out on tank production. Yeah, Tim's gonna lose 2 runners here. Now, Tim is an allied player. Can micro more than 1 unit. Legend going for the desperate drones. Legend never fails to embarrass me. I'm putting off RA2 team for a long time, but wasn't Legend quitting? I don't know, man. I mean, that narrows down like half the RA2 players were quitting on an annual basis. I think the only person who never said they wouldn't quit is probably Marco. Normally they quit after a big loss. Tim with a better tank control there, but even if he doesn't, he's got the production. And the elite comes out. GG.
Defeated.
But yeah, I'm not entirely sure when that was, Bins. All right, one sec. Ugh. Right. You know what the problem with this is? Gonna eat too many snacks and then not feel hungry for my dinner. Random map. What map we want, chat? What map?
Thanks for hosting, bro. Have a beer on me?
Oh, thank you. Why did that not show up?
Thanks for hosting, bro. Have a beer on me?
What the fuck is this not showing up? Oh. I know why. Depth charge? You think that's just gonna piss off, I am.
Thanks for hosting, bro.
There we go.
Have a beer on me?
Thanks very much, man. Great choice. I'm meant to be 1281 in euros. All right, let's go with this. Game number 1. I got my Pringles. I got my alcohol. Delicious. Right, in the top right, we have Legend. Naming him after himself after a shitcoin. In the bottom left, Kollektiv, aka Tim, aka Timmy. One of the frankly GOAT allied players. Well, yeah, he was always second place. He was always second best. But when the first best is Marco, back in like 2020, or Zane, if Tim got bumped down to third in your list and Zane is second, Tim's the only one who played allied, like, well. So I think that means that he is the greatest allied player during COVID. Standard build, Rocketeers. Naval Yard or War Factory? War Factory for the helicopter. Well, the aim was only great in your range. True. I mean, back in the yeah. During COVID, no one played RA2. It was only Yuri's range. I mean, Zane doesn't really play much anymore. Not compared to what he used to. He stopped playing and went to play Valorant instead. Nighthawk, no power drop out of Timmy yet. Might be a fraction too late. Yeah, fraction too late. Tim going for that back oil. You can't win if you give up the middle island. Every time Legend requests, winner takes all and loses. Poor Legend. What was the prize pool? Tim, what the actual fuck? You're better than this. What? $25.15. I think a difference of $10 makes this far more friendly. Neither one will care too much about $10. They're not going to be nasty to each other. Don't get me wrong, they'll be nasty in game, but they're not going to be like a dick about it. Legend getting all the middle, absolutely huge. I'm not sure Legend knows this is here. He has no naval yard. Needs an Aegis cruiser though. He must have seen it. He must have seen it there. Oh, yeah, too late. One dolphin out. Yep, carrier. Let's go. Legend's got to be worried. Tim also has a chrono. Legend low power? Yeah. When do we see the expand? He's got no naval yard back here. Tim's reliance is on this. And the chrono. You just keep the edge of the light to get rid of a lot of those rocketeers. That is a lot of rocketeers. It will kill most of his units pretty damn quick. What Tim's going to do is he's going to chrono these into Legend's base at the same time as the rocketeers get there. I need to go now, otherwise that... Oh! 2 rocketeers. Legend's fucked. MTV goes down though. There's a Patriot. Tim still has his chrono, and he still has power. Legend has no win condition. Tim does, so it's an auto win for Tim. It can Legend could never win. Tim's game number 1. GG. Or in most people's worlds, that would be 2-0. But you know, the first map didn't count except to pick the map, which Tim then said go random. Hag freeze is over. If Tim lets it be a random map, then sorry, not hack freeze over. See what Legend picks the map. Random map. Heck will come up. Trust me. Heck will come up when somebody starts to lose. They will stop allowing random. Heck is like the clutch pocket play map. When you're down, when you're suffering, when you're miserable, when you're demoralized, you're like, wait a second. Heck freezes over exists. Right. Legend in the bottom left. Tim in the top. Sorry. Legend in the bottom right. Tim in the top left. God damn, these are too good. I gotta stop eating while I'm talking. 2 oils per player. Standard drill. 1, 2. Nanny the fuck. 1. Oh yes. 2. Which is the better spot? What do people in chat think? Hey, Sub, how you doing, man? We'll find out for both. Obviously, top player can get to their gems faster. Right? But doesn't have as many there. These gems are a lot further away, whereas those gems equals those gems equal those. So all of these gems are nice and easy for Legend to get, and you can kind of share rafts, right? You can long distance mine from there to there if you need to. You can also protect them both with the same group of units. Here, you can't. If your opponent splits here and here, you're going to struggle to defend both. So, if you play perfectly, top is better, but I'm not sure how much that matters. Legend gets drained. You heard it. Well, you did see it, yeah. Where's that? How you doing, man? Tim got droned as well. Interesting. Well, Legend should know how to do this. He's been playing it for, you know, long enough. Let's get the second drone. Legend, of course, the inventor of the going double drone. That's a lie. Don't ever believe don't ever believe Legend if he tells you that. I still remember Marco posting a video from like 2011, which he put up on YouTube, when Legend said he invented the double drone opener. And Marco's like, yeah, here's me doing it like 10, 12 years ago. So, Legend getting it really up in Tim's face. This is not Tim's favor at all. Tim on 2 walls, Legend on 4. Hey, Lennox. Legend massively out-tanks Tim here. As you're gonna call it, and massively out-dogs Tim as well. Sentry guns are gonna be useful. No radar, no desolators. You see the money there. Tim massively floating. He's trying to fight this. He's not gonna GG. Okay, to GG. Note to editor, cut out that comment. I don't want people to think I'm an idiot. Well, that was some good aggression from Legend. He knew what he was doing. Delicious. Brutal AI. I remember Brutal AI in FFGs, like chill games. Dash. Maybe name sounds vaguely familiar, but I'm not sure. Rancor X. That sounds familiar as well, but I don't know them. Brutal AI is the only one that I specifically remember seeing in games. I started playing during COVID. Now Twitch can't see YouTube chat, Bins, but all of these people down in Twitch chat, Neek, Legend, Iraq, Zed, some of them will remember X-Wiz. Some of them are old. Any drinks now? What happened with the wine? That's it. Which clan did you say earlier, Bins? Why do you care so much? Tim being like, hey, I'm just playing. Dash. Right, X-Wiz nerds in Twitch. Which of you remembers Dash? Dash clan from X-Wiz. Neek is X-Wiz. Neek gotta be able to remember it. Ranker X. I've seen Ranker X in Discord for sure. Or it won't be as a map maker. Right. Game number 3. Wash my hands. No, I'm still not quite full. I need some Haribo. I need some Haribo. Little Jenny men. They have Tim in the bottom right. Legend in the top right. Tim playing Allied. We have an AVS for the first time in this series. I'm drinking with you. Well, it's good then that Daddy Bezos came along earlier today. And delivered me another bottle. It even says on the side of it, hunt for the golden cock. Oh, no, wait, it says golden cork.
Player defeated.
What happened? Huh? Since when is that what? AWA? What the hell does he mean? Zed, QM nerd. What happened? And the Carlson not knowing what happened. Dude, have you seen me cast games before? Oh, walls? Where were there walls? Oh. Hasn't it always been sandbagged? Oh, no, it hasn't always been sandbagged. Oh. Hey, dude, how you doing, man? Dude, how long has it had sandbags? Sandbags OP. Sandbags OP since 1995, baby. Oh yeah, I've got to stop eating. Otherwise I won't be able to eat dinner. And I'm not 4. 6. I can't have Haribo and crisps, potato chips for dinner. As much as I would absolutely love to do that. About a year now? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's been like that for a while. Wasn't it to stop people just like rushing it down at the very start and then to fucking their opponent over? Hey, one more Haribo. Get in my mouth, little man. Delicious. Oh well, Legend's in the bottom now. Tim's in the top. Defense just for the lols. Yeah, you got some neutral pillboxes. QM players have come. Can you imagine if there was something neutral on the map that did damage to you? QM players would have an absolute fit. They would say they don't care until an engineer died or like some unit died that was crucially important to them, and then they'd say that's my impression of the average QM player, guys. That is how they sound. Tim knows it's coming. It's literally out of the Discord side. Connie's not many dying there, but it's the rhinos that matter. All of it's just, I think, one tile short. One tile too far this way. Grizzly needs to go and crush, but the dogs are doing the job.
Player defeated.
Legend wasn't ecoing behind it. He had no follow-up. That was all in. Absolute disaster. Legend with the shittest control ever. Hey, pick random map. Never played either. Okay. I'll crash the price of death if you throw another. Pretty sure Legend has played this. Pretty sure it was like a Legend versus Frank series. With this is. Was it? Oh, let me just double check. Tab out so you won't hit sound. Madness and Lucifer, yeah. So it's a Madness map, which Lucifer edited to get it into like QM state. You phone who does? Hey, Amp. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Frank versus Legend. He played last off here before and won. What? I mean, Legend's named after a shitcoin, and he's trying to scam people who are going up against him. Like, Legend crypto confirmed. Why is it not just a Legend coin? I will pay $10 if somebody makes a Legend coin. It can be completely valueless, but if someone puts in the effort of actually making a Legend coin, I'll pay you $10. I'll pay you $20 if you don't sell any to Legend. I'm in Desert Coin. Hey, Sash. Tim going allied again. Legend clearly, like, absolutely obviously knowing the map. He's a lying little shit. No, it's not. It's made by Madness. He's Westerner. I'm Frank. But Legend's gonna hold. Legend getting every oil there is because he knows where they all are. Well, no, they're auto capped, but he knows what he can hold. Tim pumping out the Grizzlies. 4 minus for him. Legend on 1, 2, 3. Tim with a better eco than Legend. Wait. Yeah. Is there an NG in that? Shit. That's bad. That's really quite bad. Legend has to respond to this. And this is where Allied really comes into its own, I think, on this map, because Grizzly is just so maneuverable. And Yep. Bye-bye. No War Factory. Legend in panic mode. Get a hero Rockies out of there. He's gonna get the War Factory. No, he's gonna get the oil. Tim never played this map before. Legend tricks him, and he's Legend's in shambles. A BB, what's wrong? Ah, not a good tank fight. Not good for Tim at all. Will he get this? He will get the war. The MCV. No War Factory for Legend. No racks for Legend. 2 refs. 2 power plants. It's fair, right? Because neither of them know the map. They're getting smoked. Dude, this is not the same Tim who played versus NG Haha the other day. It's not.
Defeated.
It's not the same Tim. That Tim looked like unpolished. One might even say rusty. This Legend doesn't look polished either, honestly. This Legend looks... I don't know. There's no sparkle. There's no pop. There's no... It's good, but it's missing that special sauce. Special sauce. It is a best of, what did I say, 13? Hey, class. Just go, man. Whatever it takes. Does Legend want to play all random? Because, like, over the weekend, he went through and looked at every single map. Is he trying to get in on the bottom floor of a new rule set? He's like, guys, I came up with a new rule set. I think it'll be really fair for you random maps. Knows that no one knows all the maps except him. Len is rusty, just playing 3 or 4 show matches a week. Dry heat team now, of. How are you guys finding Deuce Tawny? Really cool and pretty new maps. Yeah, Madness makes some really pretty maps. They're not always centered around QM, no. Often they're like 2v2s. And he goes for like looking good as opposed to necessarily being really, as opposed to being, and they're balanced. But this is quite big for a 1v1. And RA2 QM players tend not to like anything too complicated. Like, yeah, they don't want, you know, if it requires you to micro more than 3 or 4 places on the map, then smoke starts to come out of their ears. And Madness kind of doesn't care, but then he doesn't make maps for QM. He makes maps for players, and I think this and the last one were both, it says edit and made by Madness and Frank Lucifer. And so that's Lucifer kind of tweaking little bits and pieces that maybe aren't necessary, or maybe would just make it flow a bit better if it was in for QM. Tim can't take this fight. 4 Grizz, 4 Rhinos, no way. In naval maps? No, because everybody hates naval. Everyone hates naval. So no one plays it. Right? Legend capping Timmy's oil. Why the fuck did you... What? This could still do damage. Tim is in trouble. Where's Tim's MCV? Rocketeers. No radar. No AA. Tim wins. That was past one. RA3. True. Tim, stop moving your Rocketeers. Please. Just, like... Yeah, okay, he's got it now.
Player defeated.
Next up, we're doing Legend vs. Quad Best 25. As much as I'd love to watch that, and even maybe cast it, I'm not going to do it immediately after this. 4-1. Brutally, I made so many good symmetrical maps. Greener grass map was super competitive. Yeah, I think QM's miss. I don't know why QM doesn't have things like tournament map B. Absolute god tier map. I'm map all good, thank you. Hey, I would love to cast Quas versus Tip Me or Quas versus Legend, whichever one you said. Best of 25 is a bit much. It's called Zed versus Knife. Yeah. We reserved the BO25s for Zed and Knife. We should have another Zed versus Knife game. You can do some clips of the week. You seem to match them quite a lot. What do you mean? Oh, Zed versus Knife? Dude, Zed and Knife, that was a period, like, over the course of 6 weeks, I think I streamed 12 games, 12 series, like show matches of Zed and Knife. Like 1 week, I did 3 series of those two playing each other. BO9s. Literally the Romeo and Juliet. The Rachel and Ross of RA2. The will they, won't they. According to Discord, you streamed us 5 total. Bullshit. That'll be when I've gone live just to stream it, Zed. How many times have you been in chat and it said, hey, do you want to cast me versus Knife now? Legend weasel me into funding an Osama show match where he played him no less than 4 times in 7 days. Shit. I'm gonna type here instead of hey Benz. Yeah, for RA2, go for it, man. You got your X-Wiz. You got your X-Wiz boys above you. Actually, no, Zed isn't old enough to be an X-Wiz boy. Zed would have been an X-Wiz baby. Also, YouTube chat isn't coming up over here. I need to fix that. Because he was in it, Nick. Okay. And most of the good players. Is that who you stole your strats from, Zed? Talking of good players, Timmy doing some nice aggression there. Taking out one rhino. He should get a second. Oof. (2003 to 2008). You need some real dinosaurs to remember that. Anyone know where Ed is? Or Neek? Or Sander? Those three are old. They're like over 30. Stole my tactics from many players, honestly. You're like a legend, but less effective, Zed. Throwaway power. Although Legend claims to have invented pretty much every strat. And then anytime anyone tries a strat and it doesn't work, he will deny ever having heard of such an idea or trying it himself. He'll be like, oh yeah, I invented the 2 drone strat. Somebody tries 2 drones and it fails. He's like, yeah, it's a stupid strat. Don't know why people do it. Didn't you say you invented it? No, fake news. Nice push by Tim here. I mean, this is classic RA2 aggression. It's a bit late compared to the olden days, from what I understand. But it's hardcore allied aggression, and you don't see this from anyone except Tim and Ed nowadays. And neither player does it all the time, but the only 2 players I can think of who play allied and will happily go 4 miners. Okay, Tim's on 6, but we'll have 4 miners and we'll then start pumping out tanks. Tim and Ed as allied. Bit of a fuck up by Timmy. Timmy. I want to make it clear, Habibi, I love you, and you know it. I'm just trolling you because you're you, Legend. If you watch this back. Yeah, Legend saved that. We'll put on Hack as a final game if it doesn't come up in the randomizer. Or like when it's match point. No one's gonna complain about Hack coming up as the match point map. Ooh, the flag survives, and Timmy GG's. That's the problem with too much aggression. You just run out of steam. Rather the best map. The Chinese have a King of Heck tournament, and I was looking for it the other day. Oh, I can't find the event listing. Guys, thank you for the follow, man. Great to see Tim back in action, man. Yeah, 100%. I do love watching Tim play. Chinese have a King of Heck tournament, and the finals of it were in 2023. The finals were BO29. And they played 2 versions of Heck. The tournament was 2 versions of Heck. It was the gems in the middle, or it was the the gold in the middle, or the 4 gem spots in the middle. So if you had a BO9 series, it alternated those two maps. Those are the only maps played throughout the entire tournament. And the finals were BO29. Just those two maps alternating. And all the other series throughout the entire tournament were those two maps alternating. Because the Chinese grew up on like super basic RA2. In the same way that, like, you remember cyber cafes, those of you who are old, having like CS Source or CSGO like OG. Chinese cyber cafes had RA2, and even people in the West, obviously, or outside of China, everybody knows Heck, right? But we have other maps, whereas the Chinese didn't. They like, Heck was just what they played. Like, they played the other classic Westwood ones, but they only had the classic Westwood maps for like ages. And so yeah, that's why Heck became so popular in China. And you'll be hard put, and there are a lot of people who will lose to Latov, Quas, Marco, Legend in a series, but will beat them hard on Heck, right? CS and Heck was my only clan maps when I played. Yeah, CS is, I never liked CS, but I know some people do. I think there's a reason one ended. What do you mean? Timmy going as allied again, obviously. Legend save. Legend moving into the middle. A bold tactic, but it can work, especially versus allied. Tim will be aggressive, which is not what you want, but I'm not sure how aggressive he can be. Now, Legend wants a ref here. You could snipe 2 rhinos with 3 Grizz. And again, allied mobility here. He won't get a miner. He will if he focus fires on that. Yep. That had quite a lot of gems in it as well. Rockseers are out. Timmy back home. Still only 3 miners. Did he sell MTV? He did. That's where those GIs came from. Power drop. Front of Legend's base. Disrupt the reinforcements. Legend's broke. I'm not. If Legend wins, if Tim wins this fight, he wins the game. Oh, there's the reinforcements. This is over. Yeah, okay, get some miner. He doesn't sell MCV. 2 miners versus 3. I don't know. I think if Legend survives this attack, he wins the game. No dog fodder for Tim. Legend loses, wins fight. Tim loses. There's no way Tim recovers. Oh, I thought the power was going down here. If Tim full sends it now. Legend sells. Rhino coming out. Any Rocketeers. Tim doesn't have the cash. Great GI spot. He needs to move him slightly further forwards. Like here. Yeah. Yep, kill the ref. Gets the Rhino. Rhino's coming from back. Tim should win that tank fight. No, not anymore. This is tense. Tim should win at this point. But it's so fucking close. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, that should be enough to keep on top of the Rhinos. I would keep the Rhino numbers down. Three miners back here. And Tim gets a power drop. 8 GIs, 7 GIs. Airdrop is airborne is one of them is like 6, the other's 7 or 8. That's the bigger one. I think it's 8, right? You never count it, but they are different numbers. This is bad, you see. Now, because product 1-to-1, Rhinos, Grizzlies produce faster, but Rhinos are better. And so if you give a Soviet war factory and an Allied war factory 60 seconds, what comes out Soviet war factory will beat what comes out the Allied war factory, right? One Allied war will not beat one Soviet.
Player defeated.
But that power drop changes everything, as does the third miner of Tim. Already played? Stardust.
Ready? Exercise!
Fuck you, man. It's best 13. So when they reach 6, one of them reaches.
Player defeated.
I don't know why he quit out. One fight. Who wins? 8 Grizzlies versus 6 Rhinos. Should be 6 Rhinos. Because a Grizzly takes 4 hits to kill a Rhino, or 5. A Rhino takes 3 to kill a Grizzly. I mean, it's 9 times out of 10. The 6 Rhinos beats 8 Grizzlies. You could be a potato. Hey, Trouble. If you're a potato, then, you know, anything can happen, right? But assuming legend versus legend clone, or, you know, AI versus AI, the Rhino should win. Tim on the bottom, legend on the top. Tim playing out loud again. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. It was supposed to be 15. I think I did 15, but I rushed him. I don't like to do them in the middle of a show match. Don't like making the players wait. As you all know. I am very efficient when it comes to my show matches. Players are never waiting around in my lobbies. They pick them up and we go. The idea of a player saying host question mark or like Matt go is I mean, never happened, honestly. I don't even know how I'd feel if it did. I'm just too efficient. Is it alcohol? No, this is Monster. This is alcohol. Matt never goes OF, always focus match. Damn right. Apart from that one time. Thank you, Crescent. Alright, Legend has the expansion in the top left. 5 miners. Timmy. Not bothering with the expansion. Instead going up the left. Bottoms up, comrade. Both egos looking pretty good. 2 wars to 2. AFC, 1 Harrier. I would like to see players use Harriers more often. Like, it's gonna get... Ooh. Miss. Yeah, I don't like that. You know who made me like hate people who throw powers away? Frank. He's like, they're the worst. I can't do Frank's voice, but like absolutely useless. These players should know better. And to be fair, he has a point. Legend capping that is an issue. This can't beat that. But you can snipe too if your tank control is potato level. War Factory gonna come out here or a ref? Probably a ref. Oh, with the trees. The Grizzlies do well there. And the Rocketeers will go down. Yeah, Legend. I think Legend takes the game off the back of this. Yeah, it's Frank. Frank is another GOAT ally player. Quite a different playstyle to Tim and Ed. But undeniably one of the best allied players like in the last 5 years. You can go back further, but I've only been around for 5 years. You can debate how good he is, like compared to Soviet players. But if you look at people who play Allied versus Allied and Soviet, Frank has to be in your top 3 or top 4. Good choke from the Allied. Gets the war. And Legend minus. Okay, does restart them. I don't think Legend's got enough. Peak Frank for this class? Yeah, 100%. Hey, Blazer. There you go, you see? One Rhino hit did that much damage. That was 2, that was 3, and it kills it. One Rhino does about 40% damage to in a hit to a Grizzly. Legend not paying attention to his Rhinos getting killed. Huge plays. You have a Harrier. You have a Harrier. My guy, Timmy, why? Legend, you were winning. I have no words for this, honestly. I have no words. Like, Legend's playing really well. And then, like a potato. Tim's just playing like Tim. And sometimes Legend cancels it. And sometimes he really doesn't. However, this is the problem that Tim has to face. And this is why I said earlier, Tim ran out of steam and lost. Because Tim is now broke. He never got the expansion. And this is GG. He ain't going back. I didn't micro-voice him, Tim. Oh yeah, Legend famously has no tank control. Like, famously, Legend's tank control is non-existent.
Player defeated.
Like, I've seen Legend, IC, Iron Curtain, the air. Like, empty space. I mean, that's where the phrase legendary IC comes from. Legend missing Iron Curtains. Or like driving his tanks forwards, being like, yeah, I'm gonna Iron Curtain them while they're moving. Good idea. Aims for the end of them, and like Iron Curtain's 1 tank out of 10. Legend invented the missed IC. That one, yes. That's the only thing he refuses to admit he invented. And that's the only one that he did in fact invent. I always know Adam's stream view he's going. The guy was like, oh, you mean English Adam? Yeah, bodybuilder. Yeah, so when I first met Adam, I wasn't a huge fan. I like, he just, to me, came across the wrong way. Like, he just annoyed me. Intentionally and unintentionally. A lot. Continuously. And then after a while, I was like, actually, nah. I think we both changed. I think his attitude changed a bit, and also at the same time, like, he just it just stopped being annoying, and I actually started to really like the guy. But at first, I really did not. I thought he was an asshole. But yeah, after a while, I was like, nah, he's actually a really nice guy. He was one of the most helpful, nice guy, one of the nicest guys and most helpful people, who was good at RA2 and would help teach people who had no idea what they were doing. He had so much time for people who were like, hey, I'm shit. Like, can you get, like, what am I doing wrong in this situation? He would be like, yeah, no, I do this, and this. And I can't think of anyone else who was that willing to help people in RA2. I think it was probably the first time I saw that, and I was like, hang on a minute, nah. Adam thinks he's funny, and when I don't think he is, that really annoys me. And other times, it's you know, he's not actually being a douche. It's just his personality, and that's why I was like, actually, no, he's a really nice guy. Like, as yeah, Adam is a nice guy. I'd happily go and have a drink with Adam. Would be fun. Would be messy as well. Anyway, we've got Tim on the left. We have Legend on the left. Tim obviously on the right. Legend sells MCV because Tim sold his. Legend sell. I think Legend wins this. 100%. Tim gonna lose to Grizzlies. Yeah. He trained to Sandy really hard. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Cheated Chinese. I don't think Rudy ever cheated. I cast plenty of Rudy games and he never cheated in any of them. Scripter? Dude, you know people use auto clickers? Even Tim is a big legend. Hey, Gene, how you doing, buddy? Well, he was. He's not anymore. You have a Harrier. You do half, like, a third damage to a Rhino.
Defeated.
4-5. Legend catching up. Script released. Woody was like 17, man. 17, 18. Same as Kian is now. Well, Kian's like 19 now. But you gotta remember, I mean, I'm young, right? I'm not old. But they are even younger than me. Are you stumped, Marco? Yeah. I mean, the first time they played, Mark was during a tournament, and Marco had just come out of the hospital. So, that's like, that was the first tournament occasion they both played. And so Marco lost like 6-1, 6-2. Marco almost won a series versus Woody, and threw it because he was listening to music too loud and didn't hear the calling card for Kirov reporting. And Kirov walked into his base and Marco did absolutely nothing. Legend almost beat Woody. There's match point. You can find it on YouTube. Just like search for Legend on the FC YouTube page. And Woody beat Legend in the final game on Desert Island with Yuri Miners. He decided to flex like 5 minutes into the game. They were 5-5. And Woody's like, yeah, no, I've won this. I've won this. And he built over 100 Yuri Miners. And at the end, just TTs them into Legend space. Where he just outsplit Marco, yeah. You gotta remember, Marco's not a young man. Marco's like over 30. Legend on the left, Marco's 54. Tim on the right. Oils. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Marco doesn't play as much as he used to. I think Marco's really left. Yeah, that's how you spell it. Yeah, he stopped playing. He got bored. Kian beat him in a Blitz series once. And I think like 6 months ago, Tudo, one of the other Chinese players, beat him in an RA2 series. But those are the only series I've heard that he's lost. He certainly never lost any RA2 series on CNC net. But then Marco went all of 2020 without losing a game. Series. Oh, smooth. Joel Sir to end in 2020. Yeah. Maybe. Probably 2021. But you still get my point. Like, going undefeated is doable for a period of time. 4 minus 2, 3, 4. Legend got this oil. These pills will really help kill the dog fodder. Tim obviously doesn't really do dog fodder as an ally player. Got Rocketeers. Spent way too much on those on that flak track. Back when the Chinese idolized him, yeah. Well, Marco and Latov were playing on Latov especially, but Marco and Latov have been known in China for over a decade. Marco is known as Kev. Nice split. And Latov is known as Tokai. Which is why if you tell a Chinese RA2 player that I'm building Tokais, they will know that means Desolator. It doesn't mean Desolator in Mandarin, but that was the name Latov used to play as 15 years ago. And he builds, still does, builds a lot of Desolators. And the Chinese basically, his name is synonymous with Desolator. No other player can say that about then their username being a replacement word for a unit. Toxic allied Yuri top player still play? I don't know. That could be most Yuri's Revenge players. Tim wins this. This is very back and forth, but that's risky. Both Tim sold MCV. Yeah. Kavinsky, yeah. Sorry, did I say Cav? I meant Cav. Oh, Andy. Nice push, but you're not. I mean, this is just. Allies can't beat that. Legends eco is too strong. And Tim just doesn't have the sustain. See, Andy and I got on quite well. But I mean, yes, he was toxic. He just was never toxic to me. As entertaining as competitive as he was an asshole, he was also good, like undeniably. Andy was and probably still is the best Yuri player that you can think of. Hey, Ivor. That was a nice map, not gonna lie. Yeah. QM player discovers map that's been in rotation for the last 12 months. Thin eyes. This could work for Tim's allied. Oh, Gauka. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. I had gone very well with Gauki. Or Gauka. I always called him Gauki. Because I didn't know how to pronounce his name. His Yuri playstyle No one replicates it. No one plays like him. Woody sort of does. Veto? Why did you fake this map as allied? They're not. We're randoming. Egg freeze is over. It's not match point. Gauka's allied is Yuri is nuts. If you've never seen Gauka play, look him up on YouTube. I know I've got a few videos up. I'm sure Doofus does as well. Yeah, they wanted random maps, Blazer. Who else? Who else was around but isn't around now? I can't think of anyone obvious. Frank back is on point. Yeah, Frank. Frank's another one. Not. I mean, some people would call him toxic, but he's not like anti-toxic. He's just opinionated. And anyone who doesn't share his opinion is wrong in his mind. But he's always got a reason as to why he thinks he's right and you're wrong and an idiot. It's just whether you think his reason is fair. I think one of the things about Frank that a lot of people don't really get is that Frank really likes RA2 but wants to change it, right? A lot of people really, who really like anything but RA2 in this case want to keep it what it is, right? Because they like it. Frank's opinion and Frank's opinion and I think attitude is, I really like this game, but it's been out for almost 25 years, right? In fact, yeah, it'll be 25 years next year. Connection to Legend interrupted. A, it's okay to change stuff, and B, we should change stuff because it's getting boring, right? We want to make this, we want to keep people playing this game, but we need to update it for the 21st century. We need to make it so that players don't play for 6 weeks, 6 months, or even hell, 6 years. And after 6 years, they're like, yeah, I'm bored, right? We want people to play it for another 25 years. But to do that, if you want to keep any of the existing player base, you need to change it. Otherwise, they'll get bored. And so he likes adding new stuff, which really clashes with the people who are like, no. I like what we have, and we should keep it this way. It's a classic age-old argument as to whether you should try and improve and change things that you like, or whether you should try and keep them the same. No right or wrong answer, but I think that's why Frank can come up. Frank does and says what he does, and why a lot of people don't necessarily get on with him very well. Or think he's an idiot or wrong, because, you know, he's so... Don't blow that up. There you go. He's so jarring to the status quo. Anywho, second war out for Legend. We have the rocket GIs on the top. None of the miners go down. You need to micro that away. Very good. Micro that away. He's not... Oh! Clutch. Hey, like your revenge without your problem solved. Have you heard of SFJ? SFJ, I think, was genius. There's not enough people played it. Interact. No flat cannons. Not gonna get it. SJ was too different. Problem is, any small change and people are like, nah, it's unbalanced. Any small change and the balance shifts too much. You need to kind of change everything. If you make one change, then you need to change other things to reflect that, right? If you change one tank, you need to change all the tanks. And if you change all the tanks, you need to change all the infantry. Radar out. More of a fork. Yeah, it was a fork. It was a multiplayer fork. It was RA2 dedicated multiplayer. Okay, GIs, a lot of them, they're getting squished though. But still has a few fighting around the ref. This is going to come off in Timmy's favor, I think. Ooh, maybe not quite. No, the flak track. It takes out too many of the Rocketeers. Oh, no. Legend 6-5. Oh, look at that. We random hack. Timmy in the top left. Legend in the bottom right. Who will win? You decide. Got my stacks ready. Tim's Achilles heel has always been fortitude through a series. Yeah. Tim's other Achilles heel used to be playing Marco. Like, he used to go pretty toe-to-toe with Zane. Smash Legend, because, I mean, I started streaming around the time Legend... I remember streaming Legend's S-Class Challenge series, which the RA2YR Discord used to have a challenge system and a rank system in place. And Legend was A-Class. I remember casting. It must be one of the first videos I ever cast. I don't know if it's on YouTube. Might not be. But he lost versus Zane, and so it was like Tim, Zane, Andy, Marco. Not sure what happened to Quas at the time, but I'm not sure. Boss just doesn't really factor in my memory quite back then. I think he, like now, just is kind of never around. But Tim would play, like, Marco would go toe-to-toe with Zane, and they would win. You know, Marco would normally win, always win, but it would be close. Same with versus Andy, same with versus Quas, right? Tim would play Zane, Andy, Quas, would half time win, half time lose. Normally, more often than not, would win. Tim versus Marco, Tim got destroyed every single goddamn time. Or it would get to like match point and they're both even, and Tim would completely throw it out the window. Marco is Tim's Achilles heel. Nice power. Gets the flak. Actually value. Then Legend lost to Frank. That sounds familiar. That sounds familiar. Alright. So Tim going for a Clash Gully aggression again. You see Ed do this sometimes if he picks Allied, but most Allied players don't. Luke, Zed, and Root will pick France nowadays on this map. Because it's just the Chinese France play on this map is nuts. I mean Shen 6, the goat, the French. Well, Chinese, but the Grand Cannon goat on hack. And I remember, like, over the course of 2 weeks, Quas, Legend, Marco, probably Gene as well, all played Shen. None of them won, but they've beat him in a series. But on this, no chance. And they all knew what he was going to do. He did exactly the same thing every single game. Tim, on the other hand, Legend in disarray. This is a massacre. Oh, mine is going down faster than on Epstein's Island. And this is the Allied aggression, and I mean, Legend 2 minus AFK. Doesn't even get the drone in. Okay, gets it in there. Forward racks. I mean, we really lost games. You just didn't lose series. Legend didn't have fodder in time. What happened? But he had minor fodder. This build looks pretty troll. What? Tim's? Nah, Tim's build is like just aggro. I think Legend like forgot to build drones. That's what it seemed like. And this is Legend's last stand. He ain't winning. I'm surprised Tim hasn't gone rocketed. It's not that war. It's over. Do the old splitteroonie. It does lose the elite on the right, but GG. And the score is now 6-6. This spicy. Damn right I wrote spicy. Tim was like up 4-1 at the start, by the way. 4-1? 5? If CS counted, Tim would have won. Watch Legend immediately be like, no, it doesn't count. I said it doesn't count. Two back, we've already played. Of course. I knew it. Veto? Legend didn't even mention vetoes at the start. No, vetoes. Iraq, what do you think? Legends had one veto. Okay, put another map. Pinch point. Whoops. Tim now vetoing. Divide, freezes or pinch. Little Big Lake. Please no. Divide freeze. Okay, we'll put in divide freeze over then. It's your series, man. It's your series. Impasse are good, but divide freeze is a classic. I'm good with it. Hey man, it's your money, your series. DFI overrated, is that because you can't play France on it, Root? I'd like to sponsor a show match between NG and Lloyd. Which NG? Which NG? Because NG Haha beat Tim. I mean, it was RA2, but Tim in the bottom left. Legend in the top right. I mean, I haven't seen Lloyd play in a while. Lloyd's better than he was. In that he keeps getting better. He's not stalling. But I'm not sure his I'm not sure that Lloyd takes NG. Then again, maybe in his revenge. Hey, Sada, how you doing, my boy? Legend with the dangerous. Oh, I mean, I'm sorry, Timmy. I'm a Timmy fanboy, but Legend wins because he got the dangerous ore, guys. Honestly, Blood Feud and Doom Patrol again? Dude, aren't those both in Doofus's, like, Westwood tournament? Like, please, come on, tell me that Doof had Doom Patrol in his tournament. You can't have, like, there's maps that nobody remembers in that, which work because they've been, you know, tweaked slightly for balance. But Doom Patrol, surely Doom Patrol's in King of Westwood tournament, right? Also, if you're doing Doom Patrol, you gotta get Circa J in, or Jake C. That ain't dying. Now it's dying. That was terrible, Tim. Iraq, what do you think of tournament map, like, well, B mainly, but the other ones as well. You could do like, if you could find sort of 3 or 5 maps, you could do tournament map ABC. You could do like a couple of mini games, like tournament map ABC, Doom Patrol, and one more. And ideally, it would be like a mirrored map, like Doom Patrol, to keep it in the theme. Not something like Little Big Lake, which is different at each spawn. And then you could just get like 3 or 4 matchups with that, or a little round robin going. Yeah, and you could do it over the course of like a day. You just get 4. You could just get. I mean, it's up to you how you want to scale it, but you could get 4 players and say everyone play everyone, and you maybe do it over a weekend, if not just one day. But yeah, it's 5 maps, best of 5, boom 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 boom. Everyone play everyone for points, and then the 2 players with the most points maybe do another series against each other for, like, I don't know, a bonus prize or something. I don't know. But you could get that done in a day. And that way you'd have, like, classic Westwood maps, but they'd be perfectly balanced because they're Doom Patrol and tourney maps. Nice little push. This is not favored to Tim, though. Not with those flat cannons around. And that is a disaster for Tim as well. The Blade Lake was played a lot. It is. I mean, you can put it in that map list. It just doesn't fit with those maps. Those maps are all symmetrical. Tim. Okay, those Rocketeers can change the game. Get the flags. So I wouldn't be attacking the wards. I'd be killing the rhinos. But what do I know? Jesus Christ. Tim going fucking ham. Oh, shit. Iron Legends won the space trade. Oh, Timmy, it was looking so good. I wasn't paying attention to the left side of the map.
Player defeated.
The fucking taunt at the end, bro. Honestly, that could be either of them. I assume it's Legend, but fuck's sake. Oh. Well, Legend came back. Tim played well. A few slip-ups. For sure. Yeah. That was a really good series. That was a really good series. Both players playing. You gotta do the Legend song. What the fuck is the Legend song?